The USA or Russia, an eternal confrontation that makes the calmest of people engage in active discussions. Well, let's compare. Number 1. Army and armament. War is not the best way to solve problems, but if we compare, we can say that both countries spent about 16% of their budget on defense. US contributions number to $716 billion, and they reach $46 billion in Russia. Number 2. The state budget. The Russian state budget is $303 billion in 2019, while that of the Americans is $3.4 trillion. An interesting fact is that about 1.5 times more money is allocated for one American than for one Russian. The United States spends more money on education, healthcare, and research activities, but Russia wins in public expenses. Number 3. The GDP. The USA takes first place GDP per capita, while Russia is after the top 20 countries. Number 4. Natural resources. If we talk about natural resources, Russia ranks first in the world. Minerals, forests, and lands are estimated at $75 trillion. The USA is second on this list. The total price of her natural resources is estimated to be $45 trillion. Number 5. Classification. In the USA, the quantity of the middle class exceeds the two other layers taken together. For Russia, the middle class is a totally new phenomenon. According to many sociologists, this layer does not have a clear outline in the Russian Federation yet and can be determined quite tentatively. Number 6. Education. Compared to Russian education, the American one is more adaptable plus more focused. The students are focused on their majors. Russian universities, meanwhile, have inherited a wider range of disciplines since Soviet times, which may not be useful later, but they broaden their horizons significantly. Number 7. Lifestyle. Americans cook food at home much more rarely than Russians do. Cafes, restaurants, and fast foods are an integral part of the American lifestyle. Number 8. Medicine. US medicine is well developed, but it is very expensive for its residents. The outpatient treatment costs $10,000 on average. A doctor's consultation costs $200, and medical insurance must be paid monthly. In Russia, medical care is generally free. You need to pay only for individual examinations and analyses. Number 9. Corruption. In the Corruption Perceptions Index, the United States is in 22nd place. The index is 71 out of 100, while Russia is in the 138th place with its 22 points index. Number 10. Death penalty and prisoners. The United States has the largest number of prisoners in the world. That is more than in Russia and even more than in China. The death penalty is a legal punishment in 29 states as well as in US federal law. In Russia, a moratorium has been imposed on it. Number 11. Mentality. We must not forget about the generous nature and intestinal fortitude of the Russian people, their unlikely individuality and mentality. But the citizens of the United States are distinguished by their cheerfulness, which surprises all visitors. Like and subscribe to the Let's Compare channel. There are plenty more interesting things ahead.